Hi, my name is John Walsh with the Logic Group, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to trace patterns and save them on the computer using the Logic Trace Apparel Digitizing System. To use the software, you simply come in and click the Digitize button on the left. You tell it what you want to digitize. I'm going to digitize some outside patterns. I click Next. We have two different ways of doing patterns, just freehand drawing or points being connected with lines and curves. I'm going to do the first pattern doing freehand drawing. I click Start, and then I take the pen stylus or the cursor. The pen stylus has some buttons on the side and a button on the tip. I just take the pen stylus close to the board, and I hold the tip down or push the side button, and then I just trace right along the pattern. Now, I'm going to do this fairly quickly, so we might get some wiggles. If I'd go slower, I wouldn't get the wiggles. But I just simply trace all the way around, and as I'm tracing it, it shows it on the screen. But I just hold that button down, get it all the way across, and then when I'm done, I click Done, and it connects everything together for me. So I've got my first piece. I digitize another piece, but this time what I'm going to do with the boundary is I'm going to use the pattern using points, and then I click Start. Now with the points, we can have those points be connected with lines, arcs, traces, or curves. Okay, so I'm going to first digitize 2 points at the bottom and have them be connected with the line. So I click there, and click there, and it connects those with a straight line. Then I have a curve here on this side over here, so I just tell the software I have a curve. And to digitize a curve, I just have to do points right along that curve, and it can be any shape, an S shape, an oval, circles, whatever curve it is, and it will automatically put a curve through those points. At the top here, I've got a turn point. I click turn point, then we go in and digitize a couple points at the top on that side, and then I have another turn point. Then I digitize the points along that other side. Again, this was a curve, just digitize the points. Then on that last side, I've got a line, so I can come in here and click line, and I digitize the point at the end of that line. And then I click Done, and it connects everything together for me. I have another pattern here, a little bit more complicated. I'm going to digitize this, again, using that method of having the points. So I click digitize here, I click next, and then pattern using points, I click start. At the first part here, I've got a line, so I'm just going to digitize 2 points. I did that line there. Then I'm going to switch to a curve, and I digitize just points right along that curve. It's very fast, very accurate. Just do points along that curve, and then I click done. Then at the top here, I have a line, so I'm going to click the line, digitize that point for the end of the line, and then I'm going to do another curve. I have points for the other curve, and then here I have an arc at the top, so I'm just going to come in here and tell it that I have an arc. And with an arc, you just digitize the middle of that arc and the end of the arc, and then it puts that arc in for us. I got a nice arc. Here I've got another curve on this side over here, and I just digitize points right along that curve. And then it'll put a smooth curve through those points. I do a line for the other side. And then I have, at the bottom, I have another arc. I just digitize a point in the middle, digitize a point at the end, and then I click Done, and it connects everything together. So I have here a fairly complicated pattern, and I was able to accurately digitize it in just less than a minute. The other things that we can digitize with the lines, I can do grain lines, mirror lines, stripe lines, or plaid lines. To do a line, I just tell it which one it is. I click Start, and I digitize any 2 points on the line. So I'm going to do a green line. I digitize 2 points of the green line, and it puts it in there. And then for my points, I click digitize points. We can do notches and drill holes. I'm going to do some notches. I click start, and then I tell it what type of notch I have, and I click start, and I just digitize all those notches as points. And then click done, and it will add those notches in there. I also could have just done a notch as I was digitizing along. I could have added a notch instead of doing it separately. When you're completely finished, click the button on the left that says create file. You then give it a name. You tell it what type of file you want to digitize, save it as. We have ASTM files, AAMA files, DXF, PDFs, and SVGs. Our website is www.logicgroup.com. If you have any questions about the product, please contact me.